Chapter 13, Question 4, Sections 1 and 2. Before we can actually get into that, we're going to need to address one thing. We have a form here. This is called a Federal Deposit Coupon, and it's 8109 is the number itself. That's the name of this entire form. But on this form, we have all these different types of taxes that we would pay, and all these 4 different quarters of the year it would apply to. Plus, we note here the month that the fiscal year ends for a corporation. That varies. So we're just going to say that up front. In any case, what kind of taxes are paid using this form? Well, there's 2 sections here. We're going to be doing the 941 and we're going to be doing the 940. The 940, simplest one of all. We pay the FUTA tax, which is the federal unemployment tax. And say we're paying the federal unemployment tax for the very first quarter, so we would be checking off 2 things on this form: the 940, first quarter, and the dollar amount. This information here we will be providing you, so don't sweat that. That's the employer identification number, which is essentially a social security number or a tax ID number for the corporation. And then this would be the month that the fiscal year ends. In this case, let's keep it simple, and we'll say it ends on December. So if you're paying your FUTA, only one thing gets paid at this one. Check number or tax coupon is a 940, and a quarter that is being paid in. Where it gets a little dicey, if you will, is when we start talking about how do we pay these other taxes, which are a little more complicated. Well, let's just go here and very quickly we'll do this. Well, this form, the 8109, can be used in a separate deposit to pay your federal income tax withheld, and who pays that? Well, let's go employee pays that. They have that coming out. And then we have the Social Security tax, Medicare tax. Well, we know that both the employee pays that and the employer. So the money that we're matching, the Social Security with and the Medicare tax is added together. So this is part of the payroll tax expense. And this is all part of salary expense. And you'll see this when we start answering question number 1 on 13. But the coupon we need to use is the 8109. The type of tax that we're paying, well, this one here is what we're going to be used to be paying these 3 taxes. This is the FICA and the Fed income tax. So 941, and let's just say for the sake of keeping it simple, we're paying the first quarter's worth of taxes that we owe. And the total for what the employer had deducted and what the employee had deducted and the employer had matched gets put right in here. That's as simple as that, folks. Now that's 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and I'm going to stop it there and we're going to actually do the problems next.